Elohim la, Elohim wa, Wahawala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahushua. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. The Most High's name is Yahweh, which means he exists. Bahashem means in the name. Yahushua means he deliverer. Back at again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua. And really gonna delve straight into it. This is Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Alright? And that he is referring to the wicked elite of Edom, the Edomites, which are so-called white people today. They're the Edomites, and the elites of them are gonna cause people in the system to take that charagma, that digital device. Okay, now the Lord told us to stand upon our watch. Let's get Habakkuk chapter 2, starting at verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And when Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. By the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And what's that referring to? That's referring to the prophecies in the scriptures. Because when you read the NLT, it says, "Then the Lord said to me, Write my answers plainly on tablets." Because remember, these prophecies were written on tablets, right? So that a runner can carry the correct message to others. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Alright? So, we're in that time where John the Revelator, which saw, the MOTB, we're entering that time, and when, things are about to become digital, alright, where money is gonna be something where you're gonna have to take a chip in order to buy and sell. So let's go straight into it. Because we've been talking about, what's coming in these last days. And I remember I spoke about how in the 10th of June, 2024, the government is going to make that thing mandatory for cats. And, the Lord never created animals to be born with a microchip, man. But Esau, or the devil the Bible speaks of, he is enabling, these cats to be chipped. Well, anyway, let's go straight into the video.
What does cod liver oil have in common with the government's policy on the mandatory microchipping of all cats in England? Well, in my opinion, they're both very fishy. If If you like a conspiracy, then you'll love this video, because over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be looking at all the winners and losers in relation to this brand new legislation. And at the end of the video, I'm going to reveal to you some mind-blowing figures on how much money this legislation is going to generate. I'm Colin Butcher, the Pet Detective, and welcome to Pet Detective TV. This is cod liver oil. It's made from the organs of dead fish, and that's exactly how it tastes. And when I was a child, my parents made me take a teaspoon of that every single day. And when I pushed back saying, "Why are you making me do this? It tastes disgusting," they said to me, "The government have told us that this is good for you, so stop your complaining and do as you're told." Now, over 50 years later, the government are back to their old tricks, because what they're saying now is that all cat owners must have one of these, a pet microchip, injected into their cat's neck using one of these. Otherwise, they're going to get one of these, a £500 fine. So why have the government decided to introduce legislation for the mandatory microchipping of all cats in England? Well, to get the full answer to that...
Well, the full answer is gradualism. Gradualism is the full answer to that. Because, Esau being the devil that he is, he's going to start gradually, with bringing in his MOTB. So he's going to start with animals, and eventually he's going to start with what? With human beings. Because we know what that devil Elon Musk is doing. He brain chipped someone, and allegedly the Neuralink chip on the first client malfunctioned. So, yeah, man.
Question, you need to read something that's called the Call for Evidence. And there's a link to the Call for Evidence in the description of this video below. But in summary, the government is saying this, that the millions of cats that are not currently microchipped in England are creating all sorts of problems for the cat rescue centres and the cat charities on the rehoming of cats. So they feel it's necessary to remove the decision-making from the cat owner and make it a mandatory requirement. So in truth, it's no different from how my parents forced cod liver oil on me when I was a kid.
Hey, man, they're going to force that that charagma on people, man.
It's the same rhetoric. What the government is saying is, it's for your own good, stop your complaining, and do as you're told.
And that's what's going to happen in that time. They're going to be like, listen, stop complaining. This chip is helping children that are lost. It's helping people that are missing. All right, stop complaining.
However, if you don't do as you're told, the government are going to give you one of these, a £500 fine.
And those that, that, hey, man, it's going to be a guillotine, man. That's going to be the consequence, And
I think that's out of order. The mandatory microchipping of cats came into force on the 10th of June 2024, which incidentally is my birthday, so please feel free to pass on your birthday wishes to me in the comments below. Now what I'm going to do is look at this legislation from three different perspectives. Firstly, the cat's perspective, the cat owner, and finally, the microchip industry. So let's start off with looking from the cat's perspective and how it helps the cat itself. Well, the obvious benefit is that with every cat in England being microchipped, it's going to result in far more cats being reunited with their owners.
And that's what they're going to say. With children, they're going to be like, children are reunited with their, their parents that are, because they were missing, okay? The child was missing, so, they're going to try and reunite. So let's get the book of Psalm 51 real quick. Now let's get Psalm 64. Psalm 64. Starting at verse 3 NLT, it says, "They sharpen their tongue like swords and aim their bitter words like an arrow. Yeah, because that's going to their policies and their legislations. It's bitter words. They're forcing people to, take that. It says they shoot from ambush at the innocent, attacking suddenly and fearlessly. And that's who they're trying to aim for. They're trying to aim for the elect. It says they encourage themselves. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their trap in secret. Whoever noticed them, whoever noticed they asked, because Esau believes that he's not being seen for his wickedness, and it can also go into Israel as well, in their mind, believing that, they're not being seen for their wickedness too. But mainly, Esau, it says, as they plot their crimes, they say, we have devised the perfect plan. Yes, the human heart and mind are cunning, you see. And what's their perfect plan? The NWO, the New World Order, that one world currency, man. That chip being linked inside, the system. This is what Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, is doing, man. Okay? And, hey, man, Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai is going to confound this devil for all the plans and evils that he's doing, man. He's going to, pay for, what he's done, because the Lord ultimately, he's, according to scripture, it says that he raised up this place for his name to be known and to show his power. So, amen. Ultimately, hey, this is all for the glorification of the Most High. But yeah, let's go straight into it, man. This is what it says, man.
Microchipped, it's going to result in far more cats being reunited with their owners. And this is really important when it comes to older cats or cats with health. Is not going to apply to communities isn't microchipped. All they need to say is it's a community cat. It doesn't need to be microchipped. And who is going to prove that it isn't a community cat? Another big problem I see with this legislation is how are the cat rescues and the revenue to pay someone rats? Another myth that needs to be addressed is that you can track a cat on its microchip. You cannot. A microchip is just a tiny little circuit board that bounces a signal back when it is scanned. There is no battery. You cannot track a cat by a microchip. It's impossible. So finally, let's have a look at the real winners when it comes down to the microchipping of cats legislation. And you've guessed it, it's the microchipping industry that were very, very supportive on the government on introducing this new legislation. At the time of making this video, there are 9 million cats in England. And in a recent report that was released by a feline medical journal, they are at the same level of 9 million cats in the future. That will take the total number of cats requiring, to which the microchipping chappies will be selling more of these, the implanters. They'll be putting more people on training courses, selling more scanners. It is a fantastic time to be in the world of microchipping. There is going to be so much revenue kicking around. I understand that all the cat charities are overburdened with so many law that's due to be implemented on the...
Hey, man. I think we watched enough. But yeah. Let's read Revelation chapter 19, reading at verse 20. It says, and the beast, which is NATO in the EU, was captured, and with him the false prophet, who did mighty miracles on behalf of the beast, miracles that deceived all who had accepted the mark of the beast and who worshipped his statue. Both the beast and his false prophet were thrown alive into a fury lake of burning sulfur. Okay, and this is what Esau, Edom is ultimately gonna do to those that take that chip. They're gonna be destroyed, man. Hey, there's no mercy for those that take the mark of the beast, man. And we're entering that time where this chip is gonna be made mandatory. So, anyways, man, be vigilant, be careful. Hey, man, watch for prophecies that's going on. And yeah, man, shalom.